Start. The judge impliedly interpreted the proviso to Section 104 of the Act to mean that the competent authority would have the power to grant a temporary permit divorce the scheme star. Such interruption deserves to be rejected. That is the interruption that until the STU puts vehicle on the newly carved out route fusing non-notified and notified route, temporary permits may be granted to private stage carriage operators star. A new route cannot be introduced by fusing a non-notified route with the notified route to seek a temporary permit on a carved out route star. This device is obviously impermissible to enter into a frozen area or route or portion thereof in excess of the limited period under the scheme though the backdoor star. The scheme is a law by itself, and until it is varied according to law, no private stage carriage operator has any right to camouflage any device to obtain the permit star. The new route introduced by the respondent number 1 fuses a non-notified route bracket open to an extent of 15 km bracket close and a notified route bracket open to an extent of 13 km bracket close, totally measuring 28 km star. This is contrary to the approved scheme since such newly introduced route by the respondent number 1 overlaps with 13 km of the notified route which is prohibited as per the scheme star. There cannot be any dispute that there will not be any scope for grant of any permit in that area or route covered by the scheme except what is specially permitted or provided under the scheme itself star. Para. In the matter on hand, the scheme does not permit private stage carriage operator to overlap more than 5 km or 5%, whichever is less, of the route proposed by the private stage carriage operator, and as respondent number 1 wants to run services overlapping by 13 km, the prayer is liable to be rejected star. Para. Thus, the RTA was justified in rejecting the claim of the respondent number 1 seeking temporary permit on the notified route since the respondent number 1 has sought a temporary permit for the route which overlaps by 13 km on the notified route. Such overlap is clearly prohibited under the scheme star. Since the STU is running hundreds of bus trips on the part of the notified route that is from this city to another city, it is not open for the respondent number 1 to seek a temporary permit covering that distance star. Para. Moreover, overlapping to the extent of 5 km or 5% of the route of respondent number 1, whichever is less, is only for purposes of intersection under the scheme star. As the proviso to section 104 of the Act is also subject to the scheme, it is not open for any private stage carriage operator, including the respondent number 1, to claim a temporary permit for traveling traversing and overlapping with the notified route to the extent of 13 km star. The intersection of the notified route may not be, in our view, be the same as traversing and overlapping with the route because the provision under the scheme must apply to the whole star. Para. Therefore, the two limbs of the proviso should be construed to have two different objectives to be achieved star. We can understand the meaning of the term self-inflicted injury not only from the sources provided by the dictionaries, also from the context in which it is used in the status. Stop. The term self-inflicted injury used in the status can be deduced as one which a person suffers on account of one's own action, which is something more than a rash or negligent act star. but it shall not be an intentional act of attempted suicide star. While there may be cases where there is intention to inflict oneself with injury amounting to self-inflicted injury which falls short of an attempt to commit suicide, there can also be cases where, irrespective of intention, a person may act with total recklessness in that he may throw all norms of caution to the wind and regardless to his age, circumstances, etc., act his determined star. Facts of this case show that the appellant attempted to board a moving train from the offside, unmindful of his age and fully aware of the potential disadvantage and dangers of boarding a train from a level lower than a footboard of the train star. It is common knowledge that the footboard and handrails at the doors of the compartment are designed to suit the convenience of the passengers for boarding from and alighting to the platform star. And at the same time, when a person is trying to board the train from the non-platform side, he will be standing on the heap of rubble kept beneath the track and that too in a lower level star. Furthermore, he will have to stretch himself to catch the handrails and struggle to climb up through the footboard hanging beneath the bogie star. The probability of danger is increased in arithmetic progression when the train is moving star. Visualizing all these things in mind, it can only be held that the act of the appellant was the height of carelessness, imprudence, and foolhardiness star. It is indisputable that the purpose of Section 124A of the Act is to provide a speedy remedy to an injured passenger or to the dependents of a deceased passenger involved in an untoward incident star. Section 124A of the Act provides for compensation to a passenger or his dependents who suffers injury or death as the case may be in an untoward incident when where the untoward incident is not the consequence of any wrongful act, negligent or default on the part of the railway administration star. To this extent, it can be said to be a no-fault liability star, even though the provisions relating to payment of compensation in the Act can be said to be a piece of beneficial legislation. It cannot be stretched too much to reward a person who acts causally, unwisely, imprudently star. There is no provision of law brought to our notice permitted the stranger oblique passengers to entertain from the non-platform side of the railway track star. However, the counsel for the respondent did not show any provision of law prohibiting the same star. The question whether an act of which a passenger sustains injury while boarding a train through the offside or is self-inflicted injury or not depends on the facts of each case. Stop. Thank you.